Want to know the real secret behind trading success? It's so simple that most people overlook it. But because you're here today, I'm going to give you the full breakdown. So let's get right into it. Today is February 23. It's now 6:15 in the morning and I'm doing an early breakdown for you, for the one that should have came yesterday. But better late than never, because whether we dropped it last night or we drop it tonight, it's still going to be gems. So we're on our MNQ. That's the pair that we've been trading since the last 3 weeks, and we've been cooking on the MNQ. And if you're new here and you see me start, I'm going to go on my daily chart. If you are a returning person of part of Team Colemansion, then you would have known this already. And you know what? The first thing that we do, again, as I said, the real secret to keep it very simple. So I start on the daily time frame. And what do I do on the daily time frame? I mark out my strong level of support resistances. So you see these areas that the market is pushing from very strongly. Those are my areas of strong level of support resistances. So you see the market buying very strong from here or selling very strong from there. Those are those levels that I call my support resistances. And now let me just show you an example of how we do it to cover just a little weak area. So you see, little weak area, we don't cover everything. We're not going to do this and say it is a no, because it is not going to be very viable to trade. So you have to keep it, closer to the support or the resistance area, which is in that weak area where the market made a strong rejection from. So that is how we mark it on our daily time frame, and I keep them relevant to price, meaning price is right here, currently at this black line. I would need one all the way up here, even though price hasn't been here, but I would need one here. That would be irrelevant to me because price is all the way down here. So I don't look for those ones so far. If price should break out, then I would look for I want down in this level. But otherwise, we keep it relevant to price and where price is currently. And then again, I'm going to go now after I finish on the daily time frame. I'm going on my 2-hour time frame now to get my market structure. And you know what the market structure is? The market structure is when the market is creating higher highs in an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, or lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend. This is how we look for the market structure on the 2-hour time frame. And it's not always going to be just straightforward and clean like that. But I'm going to show you exactly how I look for the ones on my 2-hour time frame that will let you identify that, okay, this is a current market structure and price broke that market structure. So I'm going to show you exactly how we do it on the 2-hour time frame. So see, we are on the 2-hour time frame, which says 2H. That is where I look for the market structure. And you have to look on price to the left, because remember, price moves from left to right, meaning price goes like this. Price goes like this. So whenever we want to understand something, we have to look at what previously happened. That is how we do at the market. We look what previously happened so we can understand what has been happening and how we can take advantage of that. So once price now, I actually took a winning trade here to start my week. Lovely. I'm going to show you a screenshot of here. There's nothing sweeter than starting the week with a win. And let me show you exactly how I caught it, because I was looking at the market here. From here, I saw price push from my strong level of support resistance, and then price broke a new high right here. And what I do to mark out my highs is I mark out when we have a blue then red candle. That means price created a level of resistance there. So when price goes above here very strongly, and then I also saw price confirm that it stayed above this level of resistance, for me, that was a higher high. So then my bias was bias. However, now on Sunday, the market opened right here and it made a strong push down. But because I was already in my bias for buys from Friday. When price did this, I was still team buys. I was still team buys. Even though price actually created a brand new structure right here also as well. So that is why you have to understand it. And remember, click the link in the description for that so you can tap into the group and ask me these questions so these shades don't confuse you, because this was actually also a breaker structure as well. And you see, but because I had my bias already committed for the buys, only if price had made two new structures, then I would look for sells. But because I already committed to buys, when I saw this, I said, okay, I'm still team buys. So when the price made that confirm breaker structure on the sell, I had this right here. This would have been the zone for the sell, but when I saw price, because it was in my secret sauce zone, which I draw in purple sometimes and orange now, because again, remember, knowledge is not static. We are growing and we are getting better as well. So usually on all my charts, you just say orange alone. You notice I have orange now and I have purple, because that means my knowledge base has increased and we're getting even more sharper. So when price came into here and push into my secret sauce zone, remember, click the link in the description for that. Join our group so we can discuss all that. So when price came here now in the from the sell and then made a little push down, I remember I told you I was still team buy because I was never gonna sell within this region because I already committed to the buys from Friday. So when I saw price now made this level of rejection again, saw price made a level of rejection right here. Let me show you exactly. When I saw price made this level of rejection, I said, okay. And I took the buy right here. And price played out for an exact clean 1 to 2 because I used 300 points for 600 points. And that would be a 1 to 2. 300 ticks, 300 ticks or 600 ticks, and that played out for a clean 1 to 2. See, this one played out exactly clean, and I'm going to show you a screenshot of when I was in that trade, so you know that we took the trade exactly. And that is how I keep things simple. I keep things extremely simple. I don't make things complex. Remember, simple scales and fancy fails, because you have to have a repeated process. So now, since we are here in the market, let me show you now what the market can do. So since price created also a new low under here, pushed up from this buy, we still have to be aware of this new sell structure because it may not want to go all the way back up here. So we still have to watch this sell structure. So because price also made a confirm low, let us look at our secret sauce zone where price can possibly push back from, and it's currently at one of them right now too, which would have been here. Price is currently here in a secret sauce zone. So this would be it. And you see how simple I can draw it. Remember, if you want to get that simplicity, remember, click the link in the description for that. So this is how this would be looking. No, again, we'd have to wait until I wait until now, because of the time I would be waiting until New York opens and I see the market structure that I get. But this would be my markup now for the secret sauce zones. And we still have the buy one here. This one doesn't change. And again, this is how I keep things simple, keep my charts clean, and keep drawing my, you notice my orange and my rectangles, my purple rectangles. You notice how they are looking. I added the purple one now with new knowledge. So if you want to get that knowledge, remember, click the link in the description, tap into the group, and that is the real secret of trading, and keep it simple. So once price gave me that confirmation, I took that trade. Simple, played out for 1 to 2. And this is how we do it. Again, let us now go on the US30. So that is what we have for the MNQ. The US30 is very similar. So I'm pretty sure the markup, see, the markup would be a very similar one. Again, price is playing out in this region, still not breaking this level of support if you notice. So in this case now, we could draw a rectangle here. Even though this is on the 2 hour now, we see that this is a strong level of support. So we can draw a blue rectangle here to identify price there as a strong level of support. So this is how it be looking now on the US30. This is how it be looking. And again, the you notice it pushed very strong, and it's similar to the MNQ. Similar. So now price did make a new structure. Currently, it's still pushing off this buy bias. So we'll have to wait until if we see price does something like this. So this would be the resistance now. We'll be looking if price do something like this. Push up, or it comes up a little, push up, still the same, or continue to build it way down. So these are the possibilities now based on what the market is doing. Now we can't do anything because of what is currently happening. So remember, always patience pays. So if you want to get your pay, you have to be patient and wait on your trades to play out. This is my breakdown for today. I hope you guys got a lot of value from this one. I showed you the real secret now, so you can watch this, rewatch it, and get all the gems and apply it on your charts, just like I'm doing. And if you want further help, remember, you know where to find me. Link is in the description. For that, reach out to me. I have my Telegram group there also, and my X, so you can DM me and let's set it up so I can give you that real knowledge so you can make profits from the market for yourself. So I'll see you on the next video when we'll be dropping more banger videos soon, more better lives. Again, we're getting our setup ready so we can start doing better lives, and I go live and show you we catching these trades live in the market. So this is it for today. I'll see you on the next one in the week. Peace.